YouTube. I'm back again for another video after like, I don't even know how long it's been, to be honest with you. It's been a long time. I just ain't had the time, but now I got all the time. I looked at my watch, I got time today. Period. No, I'm just playing. I got time though. I got a lot of time on my hands now because I officially finished cosmetology school yesterday. That's how I feel about it. Y'all just don't understand how hard it was for me to get out of there. Man, it was hard. Not saying like the school was hard and everything. It was rough sometimes. It was rough. You're dealing with a lot of people. You're dealing with a lot of personalities. You're dealing with different people with different mindsets, different goals, it's a lot. And I'm officially done. And I'm ready to see what God has in store for me in this industry that I've always wanted to be a part of. So I'm very thankful and happy and grateful and blessed and excited for that. But since I just got out of cosmetology school, I decided to come on here and make a video just to let people know kind of what to expect in cosmetology school, because I watched a few videos before I went and it wasn't nothing like, I mean, half the people that started the video when they first started school said they're gonna come back and update you. They ain't come back and update you. So I'm just gonna pretty much just let you know my experience with cosmetology school. So you have to complete 1,500 hours in the state of Georgia. That's where I went to school at. You have to complete 1,500 hours. And you learn hairdressing, hair cutting, hair coloring. These are the mods that you take. Hairdressing, hair cutting, hair coloring, skincare, nails, and like permanent waving, chemical relaxer, that kind of stuff. So you start off, you're in pre-salon, and you're in pre-salon for about 18 weeks because it's 3 weeks of each mod. So you're basically pretty much, doing book work, doing hands-on, pretty much in the learning stage. Sorry, puppy keep biting my toes. You're in the learning stage, so you kind of doing a lot of book work at this time. So once you finish with that, you go to the floor where you're accepting clients. So probably about the last mod that you in pre-salon, each Friday you will come to the floor and you will have a client. They give you something simple like a roller set or flat iron. Nothing major, just your first little thing. But oh my God, taking your first client is so nerve-wracking compared to taking your last. It's like leaving pre-salon and knowing like you're about to do your first client. It is just so overwhelming, especially if you somebody like me who hadn't really done nobody hair before. Be honest, I ain't did nobody hair. So it was really nerve-wracking for me. And a lot of people around me, just watching them, knowing that they about to do a client, like everybody, you feel the same way. You had that same just anxiety, just like, oh man, I hope I don't this head up. That's how you feel. You really feel like that. So you get over that. You get over that quick. So you come out on the floor every Friday before you're about to come out. And then when you get on the floor, you're on the floor. Meaning you can work on your mannequin, or you accepting clients. And so a part of the time we accepted appointments but not walk-ins due to COVID. But about 2 months before I left school, we started accepting walk-ins, and that was a totally different story right there. Excuse me. So you're working, okay. Basically, so while you're in school, you have to complete 1,500 hours, but you also have to complete a certain number of other things. Like you have to do 166 haircuts. You have to do 170 hairdressings. You have to do 50 permanent wavings. You have to do 20 virgin colors. You have to do 20 fulls. Like, it's just a whole ordeal of things that you have to do in order to complete that along with your 1,500 hours. So you do what you do. You have a mark off sheet. You'll tell, write in what you do. Teacher sign off on each thing you do. That's how you keep up with what you're doing and how many you got left and things like that. So basically, using mannequins, you get 5 mannequins. You get a kit that comes with blow dryer, flat iron, makeup, skincare items, Marcel curling iron, clippers, trimmers. You get a lot of stuff. Can't really think of everything you get, but you get a lot. So you get everything that you need in order to, in order for what you need at school, pretty much. So you work on your mannequin, you work on your client. You also have to have 50 front desk hours, 50 reception hours, meaning you answer the phone, you schedule appointments, and you have to have 50 dispensary hours where you washing towels, refilling shampoo cups, things of that nature. So it's a lot. It's just not you going to school, you getting your hair done all the time, and you getting your toes done all the time, and you think you're supposed to just go to school, do what you want to do, sit down, look at your phone. It's none of that. You cannot sit down. That's the main thing. You cannot sit down. You have to stand up. If you don't have a client and you're working on your mannequin, you cannot sit down and work on your mannequin. You have to stand up and work on your mannequin. They say they're trying to build your stamina for when you get out in the world and, working in a salon, you have to stand up. But baby, let me tell you, when you come to my salon, when you sitting, if you're sitting under the dryer or something, I'm going to be sitting too. I'm not going to be just standing up there looking at you. Because what I look like looking at you, just standing there looking at you, standing there talking to you. When I can sit down just like you sitting, and I can talk to you. I don't. They lost me at that point. Everything. I'm rolling with it. I'm cool with it. But that's standing up because, baby, you're not about to be under the dryer, and I'm just standing there, Michael Myers style. I'm not. I'm not just gonna stand there. So that's one thing that is kind of right over my head. But it's a lot. It's a lot. I think the cosmetology school shows the difference between the strong and the weak. Yeah, I think it does. I think that you'll kind of know, you kind of have an idea watching your peers who's going to really just boom in this industry and who just gonna, not even take the state board test. Yeah, it's like that. But you meet a lot of people. It's fun. It can be times where I actually chose the school I went to, which is Empire Beauty. I chose Empire over Kenneth Schuler, which is closer because I just always heard that Kenneth Schuler had a lot going on, and that's not my cup of tea. That's not what I want to be around. But Empire has some stuff going on now too. They have some stuff going on. They have some stuff going on. Soap opera stuff. Some real stuff. I'm minding my business. I stayed out of it, but ooh, child, if you were, they had some stuff going on. Some of them was just so nasty. It was just nasty. But you ain't hear that from me. Neither here nor there. But yeah, I'm gonna try to think of some other stuff and maybe put it into another video. I don't just wanna just sit and talk. It's just a kind of like me coming back to YouTube. Like somebody even know who I am. But it's just me coming back and me just, making it a little initial start video. And yeah, so if you got any questions about what I didn't say thus far, feel free to comment and I can make another video and answer some questions however it go. But yeah, so I guess I'll talk to y'all in the next video. I'm gonna go, because I know y'all just probably like, I'm gonna holler at y'all.